I'm going to be sharing with you in this video on how you can get your individual tax ID, and this is what I've used for my own Facebook monetization. Facebook content monetization payouts details will be complete if you fill in your payout details completely, which includes your bank details and your tax information. And in this video, what I'm going to be sharing with you is how you can get your tax ID, which is very important if you want to do Facebook. Okay, so this tax ID, it's an individual tax ID. People make these things so complicating that you hear so many processes through which you can get this tax ID, and deep down the process is not too long. Like, this is what you can go online and fill the form and wait till you get your tax ID. I was in a place, they were talking about this Facebook monetization, they were talking about this tax ID, and someone said he paid someone a huge amount of money. I was wondering, because I know that this is what I've gotten myself and this is what I've used for my own Facebook monetization. So the key thing here is that information is power. There are things you hear, especially if it's what you're into, you will marvel at how people make these things so difficult for people to get. Tax ID, like I said, is a very, very important document you need to have. As a content creator on Facebook, you are supposed to provide this tax ID for you to complete your payout information or your payout details. So this tax ID or the tax number which you're going to fill in your payout details will enable Facebook to deduct their tax. As a content creator, you also pay tax. It's pay as you earn. If you earn higher on Facebook, the amount of tax that will be deducted from your money will be higher than someone that earns lower. So it's the more you earn, the more tax you pay. The lower you earn, the lower tax you pay. And there are two different types of tax ID or tax number. We have the business tax ID and we have the information tax ID. And what I'm bent on sharing on this video is the individual tax ID. By using the individual tax ID, the amount of tax that will be deducted from your earnings will be lower compared to when you're using a business tax ID. Of course, because if you're using a business tax ID, they're going to deduct based on the fact that it's a business and it tends to be higher. That is why everybody is getting towards getting individual tax ID. And secondly, if you are using a business tax ID, it's so difficult because there are some documents they are going to need. They are going to need CAC number and the rest of them. I assume that if you are using a business tax ID, your business should be registered with CAC and all regulatory bodies that are guiding business, okay? And you tend to provide more documents, you tend to provide more information as against when you are using an individual tax ID. I'm going to be sharing with you in this video on how you can get your individual tax ID. And promise me to watch this video to the very end. This information I'm about to share with you here, people are looking for this. So if you are opportune to see this video, make sure that you share this information to as many people as possible. Almost everybody is venturing into Facebook content creation. So please share this information. People need this. Because without this particular information, you cannot get paid no matter what you do. And best of it all, you need the individual tax ID to make things easy for you as a content creator. You have nothing to do with a business tax ID if you don't have a business. And like I said, you have to provide more document for you to back up that business tax ID. Individual tax ID is just the best, and I'm going to be showing you how. So Facebook content monetization cannot be done, I keep saying it, without this tax ID. So these are one of the requirements you need to put down if you want to start creating content on Facebook, or you are even creating content on Facebook and you are gearing towards being monetized someday. You're supposed to get this tax information and tax details ready, your bank information, and it's best to use a domiciliary account. If you're a new content creator or Facebook content creator watching me and you've not gotten the content monetization yet, the best thing you're going to do for yourself is to make sure that you go get a domiciliary account. It's easy to get, just go to your bank. So if you're operating or using any bank in Nigeria, you can create domiciliary accounts in whatever bank you are using. Okay, it's different from your Nigerian Naira bank account. So go to your bank, tell them that you want to create a domiciliary account. They're going to tell you, okay, the requirement. I think you have to bring two persons that operate current account and I think other information. So go to your bank. They're in the best position to tell you the requirement, okay, for domiciliary account. Okay, then you need your tax ID, which is what I'm going to be showing you how to get. And again, you need your SWIFT code. You can still go online and get your SWIFT code depending on your bank. So these are some of the things you need to fill in your payout details when the times for monetization come, because once they give you setup, all you need to do is just to fill out the payout details. So that setup means filling out your payments details and other information they need, so that once you reach the threshold of payment, you can start getting your money into your bank account. Stay with me as I share with you my screen on how to get these things for yourself. And of course, it's assumed that you have a BVN, because BVN is needed to fill in this form. Okay, you have a BVN, you have a phone number, of course you have a phone number, okay, because, and also another thing I want to share with you in this video is that whatever name you want to use on your tax ID should be the name that corresponds with your bank name, and the name that corresponds, okay, with your documents, okay, that is your NIN. So it's not a big deal, it's something you can get online. It's what I've done myself, and I've used it to monetize my Facebook page. Okay, it's a 10-digit number, and I've used it to monetize my Facebook page. You know, it's crazy when you see people making things too difficult for people. You go to CAC, you do this one, you do that one, you do, which is what you can simply get online and use it to fill in your payment details, and you get paid. Stay with me as I share with you my screen. So to have access to the form or the tax form where you can fill, and they can send you your tax certificate, and in there you're going to see your tax ID, your tax number, or you're going to fill in your payouts. So the first thing you're going to do is to go to Chrome. You're going to locate Google Chrome. You go to Chrome, you tap. In the search bar here, you're going to type in JTB TIN. Okay, so this is what you're going to type in here. JTB means Joint Tax Board, then TIN means Tax Identification Number. So you're going to go to the search bar here and tap. So tap on the search bar. So this is where you want to go. This is how the portal looks like. So here's the portal, JTB TIN registration portal, Joint Tax Board. Okay, you tap on this particular one. So once it opens, this is how the website looks like. What we want to go for is an individual tax ID. Okay, so as you guys can see here, we have all this here. We have TIN verification portal, we have access TIN registration system, register for TIN non-individual, and here register for TIN individual. This is where you want to tap on. Okay, so tap on register for TIN individual, because we want the individual tax identification number. Then you tap. So this is the page is going to bring you to. So this is where you want to start filling in the form to get your tax ID. So this is how the interface looks like. Okay, just follow the process I showed you. So you're going to fill in your details. You're going to fill in your BVN. All these places marked asterisk and must fill. You must fill all of them. Okay, so fill in your BVN. You fill in your date of birth. Okay, your name, your first name, your surname or last name. Then you confirm you're not a robot. So once you click on this search is going to verify your BVN. So once your BVN is verified, you're going to see validated. Then you're going to bring out another form for you to fill, where you're going to fill in your middle name, you're going to fill in your location, to fill in your address, you're going to fill in your number. Okay, just make sure that whatever thing you're filling in this form, okay, corresponds with what you have on your identity card, okay, or your documents, your official document. Make sure that it corresponds, the name corresponds, your date of birth corresponds. Okay, make sure you do that. They demanded for your email address too, and that email address, that is where you're going to get, okay, the feedback of your application. Once you submit application, once it's successful, we're going to tell you the application is successful, and that is your email address is where they're going to send you your tax certificate. In that tax certificate, your TIN number is contained there. That is, your TIN is contained there, which is your tax identification number is there, your address is there. You're going to pick that number and you're going to fill in that number in your payout details on Facebook. Okay, so this is just how you can get it. Okay, I got my 2 weeks of filling the form, but I don't know the duration at which one can get it. I don't know the duration now, whether it has changed or not changed. But during my own time, it was after 2 weeks. Some persons got it 1 week, okay, after filling. So it depends. You might even get your own maybe in few days. So that is just it. So make sure that you take your time to fill in every details you need to fill in, okay, and make sure that you fill your BVN correctly. If it's not correct, if your BVN is not correct, it will not be validated. But once your BVN is correct, okay, you're going to see that you're going to see a prompt validated. Okay, that is basically how you can get your tax ID. So once you fill in your tax your thing in your Facebook payout details, it's going to be verified. It's going to be written green, verified, meaning your tax ID is correct. Okay, so make sure that whatever information you're filling is correct and accurate. Okay, don't make any mistakes here. So that is how you can get your tax ID. Hope you got value from this video. If you got value from this video, please don't forget to like, share, and as well subscribe to this channel for more tips, and leave your thoughts in the comment section. I'll be in the comment section to answer every single question. Thank you so much, and see you guys in my next one. Have a lovely day, and bye for now.